So, this is the first time I've had to redo the recording. Greetings everybody, my name is Armadillo, and for the first freaking time in a row, I have to redo this recording. This is the first episode of my srb2 Let's Play's second season. And so we're gonna be playing Final Demo Zone. So yeah, and yes, we're playing as Mighty, who is a custom character, by the way. In this game, at least. So Final Demo Zone is like a recreation of srb2 during its final demo era. You get the point. So there's this like red volcano Easter egg that we're not going to be able to do because Mighty cannot get up there for some reason. So, yeah. So, yeah. I've also added other mods to be a little more interesting than just traditional vanilla srb2. So here's Act 2 of Green Flower. Now, right around this area is like the second chaos levels, but for some reason during my first family report today, I was like shocked to see that they aren't there anymore. That's kind of weird. So, yeah. This area is structurally different, but conceptually it's the same, just it's a cavern instead of a rock glider. Here's Techno Hill. This is what Techno Hill looked like before I lost my ratings. Sorry. This is what Techno Hill Zone looked like before version 2.1, as version 2.1 changed the skybox and this whole thing. You know? So yeah. Also, I should probably be careful for this goop whenever it's there, because back in this era of srb2, the goop in Techno Hill Zone alone killed you, or hurt you instead. Seriously. And hey, here's that factory looking... Wait, I don't think that part of the factory is supposed to look like that. Let alone in Final Demo. But of course, we have to go down this path because Why not? Dang it! Like, seriously, on one of my failed recordings, I managed to get that Crawler Commander taken down quite easily without any damage. Why? It's doing that. So, this is Techno Hill Act 2. You weren't gonna need this. Because, literally now. Techno Legacy is technically based on this version of Techno Hill Zone 2. And if you didn't know, part of the current campaign, Techno Hill 2, is like... well, it pays homage to this version of the level in some form. I'm probably not going to go down that path because of the obtuse amount of fast crushers and so, yeah. Anyways, believe it or not, this old Techno Hill Zone goop actually uses water element damage. So if you have a bubble shield or an elemental shield like I do now, then you can just stand in the water and nothing will happen. That's kind of how the water actually generally likes prior to Demo Free. Alright, Castle Eggman. This isn't the same version of the level that's in the game today. The current version is quite different. Not only visually, but also structurally. So yeah, interesting fun factoid. Interesting fun factoid about this level. Final Demo Zone here was originally a custom level that somehow got its way into srb2 officially, though they are planning to remove it in the next 2.2 update. I don't know why. Like literally, I have made an archive of this version of Final Demo Zone, and if I told it, and I wish I could just tell its original creators, like, hey, I found the original vanilla Final Demo Zone and archived it. Do you mind if you include this in your files? Like literally. Seriously now, it would be cool. Look at me now. Yeah, and there's that. push that button. And I used to have a mod that lets me do this! Woohoo! Dang it, that was fun, but seriously now. Where's the nearest shield? So, yeah. Go. And this is Castle Eggman Act 2 with a frick ton of crawlers and jettisons. Like, seriously. Yeah. I thought this was Castle Eggman, not Factory Eggman. I mean, we kind of just had Techno Zone 2 earlier. Now, this is kind of similar to some parts in the current Castle Eggman Act 2. Like, this area I'm currently in here is in the current version in some form, just upscaled more. So, yeah. You gotta dodge these square buttons, as those square buttons will launch a ton of enemies at you. So yeah. to the end of final demo zone. Gonna need to go here because there's a shield. What didn't happen? There's always something wrong when I expect to do something I've done correct before. Why? There goes my entire stash of rings. Like, seriously. Sonic Team Jr. as the freaking combined ring. So that's final demo sound. But I'm gonna show off the Red Volcano Zone segment as Tails. So yeah. So yeah, Tails is a good choice for this segment of the level, as the lava back in Final Demo Era was just water, but it had a lot of texture and fire damage, and you could still fall into it. Very different from the lava we know today. Also, it's transparent. This may throw someone off. Now be careful stepping on these platforms, as those platforms will sink into the lava more if you stand on them. So far, we're doing this great. Shoot! What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I also have a mod on that adds proper super forms, I think. Yeah, I do. So this mod also gives Tails a super form, which allows him to fly as long as he wants without getting tired. Like, seriously. Mighty also has a super form if you have that mod, I think. There we go. So let's gather up 50 rings. Because yes. Alright. And since we're back in the game itself, I do want to bring up the multiplayer. As well. They have changed some of the multiplayer maps as well. Huh. With Jade Valley here being quite different from how it used to be. Like literally, this version of Jade Valley is optimized for version 2.2. Not going fast over the water. So unfortunately, I don't have an actual srb2 server. Does anybody have a simpler method of doing so? Because, like, I want a server that I can control myself. And it would be like something new each week, you know? Or just every now and then, you know? You, like, hop in and say, what's gonna change this time? Like, think a randomizer, but it's not random at all, but rather someone controlling the server selects the mods that get applied. Good enough. So essentially how Ring Slinger works is that you'll have to hit your enemies with rings, like the actual health system. Like seriously, you're battling friends with your health. Like literally, that's kind of crazy. So there's also these power-up rings. Which are based on the functions of weapons from classic Doom. I think the automatic ring here, which is the triangle ring, that's straight up just the PlayStation triangle button symbol. Like literally. And why is the regular ring icon just the circle button? And the, what was it called? Oh, yeah, but the ring I'm currently selecting here, it's like just another PlayStation button. It seems but it's the wrong color. No, Anyways, essentially you've got to use these rings and power-up rings to take down your enemies. As they lose rings, you can collect their rings so you get more ammo. There's also these infinity rings currently that are like, well, the infinity rings used to be like, they were basically a way to give you unlimited ammo for a brief period of time, but they've since changed that after the final demo. And as you can see, the infinity rings, they don't mess with your regular ring count when they're active. Huh. So, yeah. Anyways, Noxious Factory doesn't seem to have changed, like, at all. Like, seriously. Huh. Okay. Now, seriously. When it comes to match levels, they are more open and have less resemblance, I guess, to most traditional Sonic levels. Huh. So, yeah. Same thing with Tidal Palace. Thunder Citadel, on the other hand, has definitely been updated. This is not the version of the map I remember playing a lot. The original map had, like, much better things in it, but this version is not bad, too. In fact, the old version of the level felt like they just copied and pasted the level layout from a Mystic Realm level that got in Tempest Valley's Emerald stage. Rainstorm Keep? Yeah, Rainstorm Keeps though. Should I do Mystic Realm Community Edition? I have beaten it. But I haven't really touched it. Chaos Emeralds in Match don't give you your super form, at least not by default, but they do give you invincibility, like the invincibility monikers. The water doesn't have a color map. If you don't know what color maps are, they are basically, well, they're basically something you apply to a sector or FOS that makes them color from the inside. desolate twilight, originally known as Natural Sahara Zone. Honestly, I don't have much to say on it. Frigid Mountain replaces, Infernal Cavern, I think it was called. And also, this is the first match stage in vanilla SRB2 to use a more expensive feeling gimmick, like these mine carters. So, yeah. Now, Orbital Hangar. Yeah, this stage hasn't changed either. Like, literally. Sapphire Falls, which literally is just Green Hill Zone again, well, it's been completely redesigned entirely. Like, it barely even resembles Sapphire Falls' original appearance anymore. Diamond Blizzard. Can't tell if this is a new stage. Like, is this a new stage? Like, seriously, is this stage not new? Or is it indeed new? Whatever the case, man. A lot of people hate ice levels. I don't personally mind them. Like, literally. Celestial Sanctuary. Now, this stage used to be like, based on a Mystic Realm level called Aerial Garden. Maybe you've heard of it. However, now it's kind of more of its own thing. But this music is still from Mystic Realm. Only it's Verdant Forest's theme. Like, seriously, this version of Verdant Forest's theme is like stuck in my head 24/7. Seriously. Frost Columns, seen it. Meadow Match, seen it. Granite Lake. This music anyway. It definitely doesn't sound much like a Sonic game music. However, if it is from a Sonic game, then I'm gonna assume it's probably from either Sonic Lost World or Sonic Runners. Like, seriously. Summit Showdown. Huh. Ooh, cool skybox. So yeah, Silver Shiver? Huh. Okay. Uncharted Badlands. Oh, I got it. Boom! That was cool. Pristine Shores, Freezing the Green Hill Zone remix. Again. Sorry. I don't know what came over me there. Crystalline Heights. Sonic Frontiers music, eh? Personally, I would have instead gone with Enjoy This World, Arrow of Time, Deja Vu, Database, Flowing. What's another one? And All Reality. Over heavenly skies here. Like, seriously. So, yeah. However, they also included a few older match levels here. Let's begin with Starlit Warehouse. Not to be confused with Starlight Palace, I think it is? From Mystic Realm. Huh. Now this level is pretty much just Dark City Zone, a level planned for a potential future version of SRB2. Playing here is straight up Dark City Zone's music. Midnight Abyss. Abyss? I don't really see what's Abyss. What's a... implying for this level, because this is definitely not the Abyss. This is more like space, as Planet Mobius is there, and it's Mobia, not Earth. Get it right, guys. Like, literally. And the music here is another rendition of Grand Eggship Zone's music. What? Grand Eggship Zone's music. What was that beeping sound? Huh. So this stage has, like, lower gravity. Huh. That's interesting. Airborne Temple. Huh. Kind of designed after, Ariel Garden from Mystic Realm. Is it Ariel or Ariel? Seriously. I don't know what's going on with that. But seriously... yeah. And that's pretty much all we have for today's video. This is Mighty the Armadillo on Mighty Madness. Seeing you guys next time. Later.